Coach, you'd like to make an opening statement?
I was pretty pleased with the way we came back and kind of controlled the net tonight as opposed to what we did last night. And I thought it just looked like we were a little bit more sharp. We had a stretch late in game one where I think we had that 9-4 lead and they brought it back to within one, mostly on our mistakes. And then I thought we settled out and played pretty well from that point on. So, like I said, overall, pretty pleased with our blocking. We only had, they only had us down for 8 blocks, but boy, I think we touched probably about 90% of their swings, and we let our presence be known.
Questions for Coach, Jace, or Joe?
Coach, can you talk about the difference between set 2 last night, where you guys were, I guess, sort of sluggish, and set 2 tonight, where you pretty much dominated the set?
You know, it was funny because I think in the first game, that first time out, I said, we were at the same point last night. Let's make sure we don't drop off. So much for saying that. But then the second game, I think, well, and really toward the end of that first game, when they did get to within 1, I thought we picked it up. And we didn't say much in between games 1 and 2. Just, we're starting to play, make them handle the ball. And I think that the guys kind of remembered from yesterday, hey, we can't just expect that once we hand the lineup in, we're going to win. And I thought they handled themselves really well.
Alan said last night that he felt you guys took the foot off the gas pedal a little bit. You said sort of just the opposite of that today.
Yeah, I thought we maintained a pretty good focus. And, we kept giving them the ball, and with the way that I think we all felt we were blocking, we were scoring points because they were struggling to match up with us at the net. And anytime that happens, all you need is your serve to start to rally. You don't need to score points with it. And that's what I think we tried to get across to these guys. There are times where we just want to hand them the ball, shoot. There are times you just want to give the setter the ball and say, go ahead, set whoever you want. When we were in that, I thought our blocking was in that type of zone.
Yeah, you kind of took over the third set of it. I mean, you really started racking up the kills. What do you think the difference was between the third set and like even the first set and second set?
Just kind of getting more sets. In fact, last weekend in Hawaii, pretty much every ball was coming to me. It really helped me get into rhythm. I think Gardo was kind of spreading it out like he's supposed to in the first 2 games. But then more came to me in the third game. It just got a little warmer and just got into rhythm.
Jace, what did you think of the energy level tonight as compared to last night?
It was a lot better. I mean, coming out last night, we knew that the teams were like EIVA teams, and in Hawaii we had like great energy level. We really picked up, and then like last night we came out a little flat. And tonight, especially in the locker room after the game, all the guys really got on us, and especially the bench told us we need to pick up energy, get the crowd involved, and really came out tonight and showed them what we can do.
Coach, you're 5 years into the season now. How do you feel like? What do you feel like your team needs to improve on going forward?
Oh, we're a work in progress. It's everything. We're going to get better as the year goes on at everything we do. And if the foundation that they've laid in the fall, the energy and attitude that they bring to the gym every day for practice has been so solid that I don't have any doubt that we're going to make progress. The progress that we're going to make isn't necessarily going to be noticed by people sitting in the stands immediately, but by the course of the year, we're going to see some of those unforced errors, the numbers drop. We're going to see some of the serving error numbers drop. We're going to find the combinations on the court that work a little bit better, and so there's a little bit of a kind of an informational time going on, and we're searching for information. Gardo's searching for information a little bit with the guys on the court. We're building off of that from the fall. So, I think like any other team right now, we're a work in progress. It's January. It's our second weekend out. So, we got a long season ahead of us.
Coach, with a number of young guys on the team, different guys on the team from last year, does it take time to kind of build chemistry, even though you were working the off-season, build chemistry with the guys to know where each other's going to be and that kind of stuff?
No, it's not so much building chemistry per se, although I think that's an apt description of it. It really is just getting the younger guys understanding what it takes to be successful at this level. You know, and they're going to do some things that maybe with the best intentions in mind, it doesn't work out, that everybody goes, why do you do that? Case in point was Jace tonight. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a ball that they had two blockers up. It was a set that was trapped inside. Jace went up and just kind of half swung at it, put no spin on it, and kind of punched it out of bounds on the other side. He was trying to go off the block with it and get it back for us. He missed. So, you know, part of that is saying to Jace, that's the right thing to do. Now just execute. And over the course of time, when he's been in that position, it's going to be much easier for him to do that. But things like that, the crowd's never going to see. They're just going to see, oh, he hit the block. You know, so it really is a learning process that everybody has to go through. And, you know, Joe will be the first to tell you the learning process he went through as a redshirt freshman to where he is now, and how much more he needs to do. So, you know, it's not a light switch, you know, especially in the men's game where the guys on the other side of the net, they're pretty strong too. You know, it's not a defensive game. It's a game that you're going to lose in the net.
Joe, there was a play, I think, in the first set where Gardo kind of went into the stands, keep the ball alive, and it seemed from that point a lot of guys are going off the floor to get the ball. There seemed like there was a little more hustle. Can you talk about that play and if it sparked you guys at all?
Yeah, I think we may have even lost that point.
You did, yeah.
But just the fact that, like our coach Jay says, send a message. Going into the stands, he sent a message to the rest of the team that that's what we need to do to win. We're not going to get anything easy. Go to the floor, sacrifice your body. I'm a strong believer in that. I really like. It's rare that he did that. He normally would hold his knee or cry for 5 minutes about it, but I was proud of him. That was a good play tonight.
Coach, can you talk about Nick Turco's play tonight? You got him to start and see the performance.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to figure out with those three middles who's going to step up and give us something offensively and block balls. And, you know, between the three of them, Nick's got the best serve, and you know, he's got the quickest arm. You know, we got him. What he hit 5 for 5 tonight, and there wasn't anything questionable about his 5 swings, 3 blocks. Big thing, 3 digs. I mean, he made some nice plays. So, you know, Nick's always going to be at a disadvantage because he's a smaller middle blocker, so he has to make up for it by being quick and really paying attention to the technique that he needs to use. And if he stays quick and Gardo gets him the ball in a great spot with his quick arm, he's going to put balls away for us. But the thing I liked is he really controlled the net. There wasn't a whole lot of times that Nick wasn't in a pretty good spot to challenge whoever was swinging at the ball, either force the hitter to make a very good swing or force him to do something he didn't want to do and channel a ball to one of our diggers. So I like the way Nick's playing right now.
And Tom Comfort didn't get in at all today. Is that just an injury?
You know, no. Right now he's being outplayed by Scott. You know, Scott hit 250 tonight. He hit 400 last night. Scott made 3 errors tonight. 2 I think 2 from his first 2 swings out of the D where he hit it into the tape. But from there, we're digging balls back there. Scotty's a pretty good blocker on that right side. It's going to be a good battle between the two. You know, what did Mike Tomlin say? 2 dogs, 1 bone. We'll see what happens.
Any more questions for Coach and players?